Good day everyone, welcome to Math with Teacher Justin. On today's topic, we're going to solve quadratic inequalities. Let's talk about quadratic inequality. A quadratic inequality can be written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c less than 0, where a, b, and c are real number with a not being equal to 0. Now, the inequality symbol greater than, less than or equal, and greater than or equal may also be used in this inequality. Now, here are the steps in solving quadratic inequality. So first step is to convert the inequality in its standard form. Now, second step is to find the critical value of x by solving the roots of the corresponding quadratic equations. So you can use extraction, factoring method, completing the square, or quadratic formula in getting the critical values. Third step is to prepare a table of signs showing where each factor is positive, negative, or 0. And fourth step is to use the rule for multiplying signs to determine which region satisfy the original inequality. And also take note of the following symbols that we're going to use to write our final answer. Or let's have some examples in solving quadratic inequalities. Alright, okay, let's have an example. So for example, we have x squared minus 49 is greater than 0. So first step that we need to do is to make sure that our quadratic inequality is written in standard form. Now, since this is written in standard form, we can now proceed to our next step, which is finding our critical value. Now, let's solve for the value of x. Let's get the factor of our polynomial. So we have x plus 7 and x minus 7. Let's equate each factor to 0 to get our critical value. So x will be equal to negative 7 and x will be equal to 7. So let's plot our critical value in our number line. Take note, in plotting our points, we use an open circle if we use the less than or greater than symbol. We will use the open circle. Now, after plotting our critical values, we can now observe that our number line is divided into 3 parts. The one on the left, the middle, and the one on the right. Now that we have our critical value, let's prepare our table of signs. So knowing that we have 3 regions, the left, the middle, and the right, we will assign values or representative from each region or area. So from negative 7 going to negative infinity, let's have negative 8 as our representative for that region. For the middle region, let's assign numbers between negative 7 and 7. So we have 0. Now, what about 7 going to positive infinity? Our representative can be any number as long as it is part of 7 to positive infinity. So let's say 8. Now that we have our representative, let's substitute that to our factors. Okay? And test whether our inequality will be greater than 0. Let's start first with negative 8. Now, since we call it the table of sign, we will just get the sign and apply the rules in multiplying integers. So negative 8 plus 7, what are we going to have? We will get a negative number. Negative 8 minus 7, another negative number. So negative times negative, the answer will be positive. Their product is a positive number. Is it greater than 0? Yes. So since it is greater than 0, all the numbers to the left of negative 7 are possible solution to this inequality. So it can be negative 9, negative 9.5, or any number as long as it is from the left of negative 7. Now let's test 0. Okay, 0 plus 7, we will have a positive number. 0 minus 7, we will end up with a negative number. Now let's multiply them. Positive times negative, negative. Now let's check. Is a negative number greater than 0? No. Therefore, the numbers from negative 7 to 7 are not possible solution to this quadratic inequality. So, I'm sorry, middle term, you're out. Okay, let's proceed to our last representative. 8. Let's substitute it to our first factor, x plus 7. We will have a positive number. 8 minus 7, we will have a positive number. Let's multiply them. Positive times positive, we will have positive. So, is a positive number greater than 0? Yes. Therefore, it satisfies our inequality. So, all the numbers to the right of 7, all of them are possible solution to this quadratic inequality. Okay, so we completed our table of sign. We can now conclude with our answer. So, our solution for this quadratic inequality will be from negative 7 to negative infinity and from 7 to positive infinity. Now, take note, we use the parenthesis in enclosing our critical values. This will signify that our critical value is not part of our solution. Okay, it will just serve as our boundary. So to write our final answer, since we are going to unite the two different areas, we will use the union symbol. So final answer will be like this. Alright. Okay, let's have another example. So for example, we have x squared plus 2x minus 15 is less than 0. So first thing that we need to do is for us to make sure that it is written in standard form. All the variable terms and constant terms should be placed on one side of our inequality. Next step is for us to find our critical value. So let's solve for the value of x by factoring. So x plus 5 and x minus 3. So let's equate each factor to 0 and solve for our critical value. So our x will be equal to negative 5 and x is equal to 3. Let's now plot it in our number line. Plot it using our open circle. Okay, because our inequality symbol is less than. Okay, after plotting, let's observe we have three different areas. Negative 5 going to negative infinity, negative 5 to 3, and 3 to positive infinity. Let's test what values can satisfy our quadratic inequality. So let's use a table of sign in determining our possible solutions. Okay, so knowing that we have three regions, we're going to assign representative from each region. So pick any number as long as they are part of that region. So let's assign the one on the left. So we can say negative 6. Okay, between negative 5 and 3, we can say 0 because 0 is between negative 5 and 3. From 3 to positive infinity, let's say 4. Then we will test our representative by applying the table of signs. So we will substitute it to our factors and then test if it will be less than 0. Okay. So if we multiply x plus 5 and x minus 3, will it be less than 0? So let's test our first contestant, negative 6. So substituting negative 6 to x plus 5, so negative 6 plus 5, we will get a negative sign. Negative 6 minus 3, we will get a negative result. Now let's multiply them. The result will be positive. Is a positive number less than 0? No. So, therefore, negative 5 to negative infinity will not be part of our solution. What about 0? Let's substitute 0 to our factors. So, 0 plus 5, the result will be positive. 0 minus 3, the result will be negative. Let's multiply them. Positive times negative, that will be negative. So is a negative number less than 0? Yes. Therefore, yes, it satisfies our inequality. Therefore, all the numbers between negative 5 and 3 are possible solutions to this quadratic inequality. Now, let's test our last candidate. Okay, 4. 4 plus 5 is positive. 4 minus 3 is positive. Positive times positive is positive. Is a positive number less than 0? No. So, 3 to positive infinity is not going to be a solution to our quadratic inequality. Now, we completed our table of sign. We can now proceed to our conclusion. So, our answer will be from negative 5 to 3. Since our inequality symbol is less than, we will use a parenthesis to write our interval. So from negative 5 to 3. So that will be our final answer. Alright. Okay, let's have another example. For example, we have x squared minus 9x plus 14 is less than or equal to 0. Now, first step is for us to make sure that our quadratic inequality is written in standard form. Now, next step is for us to solve for our critical value. So, to solve for our critical value, let's apply factoring. So, the factor of this polynomial is x minus 2 and x minus 7. So, let's solve for the value of x by equating each factor to 0 and solve for the value of x. So, our critical value will be equal to 2 and positive 7. Now, let's plot our critical value to our number line. Okay, so 2 and 7. Now, since we use the less than or equal symbol, we will plot using the closed circle. Now that we have our critical value, our number line is divided into 3 regions. From 2 to negative infinity, 2 to 7, and 7 to positive infinity. Now, let's identify our possible solutions to our quadratic inequality. Now, let's prepare our table of signs and assign representative for each region. So, from 2 to negative infinity, let's assign 0 as our representative. From 2 to 7, let's use 5 as our representative. And from 7 to positive infinity, let's say 8 will be a good number to use. We will substitute our representative to our factors and test if we will have a number that is less than or equal to 0. Now, let's test our first candidate, which is 0. So, 0 minus 2 is a negative number. Since this is a table of sign, take note that we are just going to take the signs. 0 minus 7, that will be negative. Now, negative times negative, positive. Is a positive number be less than or equal to 0? No. So, 2 to negative infinity will be eliminated. They are not going to be a solution to our quadratic inequality. Now, let's test our second candidate, 5. Okay, let's substitute 5 and get the sign. So, 5 minus 2 will get positive. 5 minus 7, we will get negative number. Now, let's multiply our signs. Positive times negative, we will get a negative number. Is a negative number less than or equal to 0? Yes. Numbers from 2 to 7 are possible solutions to our quadratic inequality. Now, let's proceed to our next representative, 8. So, 8 minus 2, we will have a positive number. 8 minus 7, we will get a positive number. So, positive times positive, we will have a positive number. So, is a positive number less than or equal to 0? No. So, from 7 to positive infinity, they will not be a possible solution to our quadratic inequality. So since we completed our table of signs, we can now conclude our final answer. So, the possible solutions to our quadratic inequalities are numbers from 2 to 7. Take note that we enclose our interval using braces because our quadratic inequality used in our example is less than or equal. So, for our final answer, it will be 2 to 7. Alright, okay, let's have our last example for today. So, for our last example, we're given 2x squared minus 4x is greater than or equal to 0. Make sure that our quadratic inequality is written in standard form. Now, since it is written in standard form, let's proceed to our next step, which is to find our critical values. So, let's solve for the value of x by factoring. So, the factor of our polynomial is 2x times x minus 4. Then, let's solve for the value of x by equating each factor to 0. So, our critical values are x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 4. Now, after getting our critical value, let's plot it in our number line. So 0 and 4. Okay, so let's plot it using a closed circle because our inequality symbol is greater than or equal. If you can observe, we have 3 different regions. 0 to negative infinity, 0 to 4, and 4 to positive infinity. So let's identify what are the set of numbers that can satisfy our quadratic inequality. So let's prepare our table of signs. Let's assign numbers that will represent each area. And so from 0 to negative infinity, let's have negative 1 as our representative. From 0 to 4, let's have 2 as our representative. And from 4 to positive infinity, let's have 5 as our representative. Okay, then we will test them by substituting it to our factor, 2x and x minus 4. And see if the product of our factors will be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, let's start with our first representative, negative 1. So negative 1 times 2, we will get x. Negative 1 minus 4, we will get another negative number. Now let's multiply the two. Negative times negative, positive number. So is a positive number be greater than or equal to 0? Yes. Therefore, 0 to negative infinity are possible solution to our quadratic inequality. Okay, let's proceed to our second representative. So 2 times 2, it will give us a positive result. 2 minus 4, it will give us a negative result. Now let's multiply the two signs. Positive times negative, that will be negative. So is a negative number less than or equal to 0? No. Therefore, the numbers from 0 to 4 are not possible solution to our quadratic inequality. Let's proceed to our last representative, 5. 5 times 2, it will give us a positive number. 5 minus 4, it will give us a positive number. Let's multiply the two signs. Positive times positive is positive. Is a positive number greater than or equal to 0? Yes. Since it is greater than or equal to 0, all the numbers from 4 to positive infinity are possible solutions to our quadratic inequality. Now that we completed our table of sign, let's proceed to our final answers. So the result of our table of sign are from 0 to negative infinity and from 4 to positive infinity. Now take note, we enclose our critical value using braces because our quadratic inequality is greater than or equal. For negative infinity and positive infinity, we will always use parentheses to enclose negative infinity and positive infinity. So let's unite them using a union symbol. So our final answer will be this. Alright. Now that you already know how to solve quadratic inequalities, it is your turn to try it. Please click the link in our description box below in order for you to test your skills. That's it for today. Again, I'm Teacher Justin. Goodbye, God bless, and stay safe. See you on my next video. Peace.